everyone? It's me, Stef, and welcome back to Movie World. In this episode of First Time Watching, in honour of Borat 2 Subsequent Movie Film that's just come out, I took on The Dictator. The Dictator. For anyone who's maniacal enough who wants to actually rule a country with an iron fist, General Aladdin is that blueprint, my friends. General Aladdin, a great Olympian, fantastic runner, and a fantastic shooter as well, especially when you put the two together. And what's a dictator without their home? And General Aladdin shows you how to live it up in style, people. A big, massive, great F-off castle in the middle of a desert. Ooh yeah, fancy dictator living at its finest. Woo woo! But not only must a ruler care for his male subjects, he must also do the same for his female subjects. Equality is a big thing for the dictator, and General Aladdin shows you how it's done. He has had the likes of Megan Fox, Katy Perry, Halle Berry, and also Arnie. Equality at its finest. Doesn't matter if you're male or you're female, you will get the same amount of attention. A dictator must also know the competition as well, and he is very, very wise in this. And in order for his country to prosper, he must work very hard to have bigger nukes than Iran. Especially when he says that the Iran leader looks like a snitch from Miami Vice. A dictator must also sacrifice himself for the good of his people and the good of his country. He puts himself in a cautionary tale of identity theft. What's a dictator to do when an uncle of his brings in a double to take over as the dictator of your country and kick you out into the street in order to fend for yourself? How is a dictator supposed to fight back from that? Well, General Aladdin again provides you all with a blueprint of how to do that. As a dictator undercover, he shows you the sights of America, New York, Brooklyn, and even shows you the most SJW friendly shop you will ever visit in your lifetime, because he is an advocate for gender issues, sexuality issues, and any other issue that an SJW may want to advocate. General Aladdin is on your side! But to the rest of the dictators out there, don't you worry, because General Aladdin provides you with a step-by-step guide of how you can get back into power. Now, when I've heard about the Dictator, a lot of people turned round and said it wasn't funny. Wasn't funny whatsoever. They didn't enjoy it. They thought it was absolute rubbish, a lot of tosh, just wasn't worth your eyeballs whatsoever. Well, when I watched this movie, my eyeballs were crying out with laughter. Oh my goodness, I love this film. I don't care. Come for me. I thought it was funny as hell. Okay, not as funny as Borat 2 Subsequent Movie Film. I grant you that. Don't get me wrong. But to be fair, this is a different character in a different situation. This ain't Borat. This is General Aladdin. It were a piss take on dictators. It was a piss take on America. It was a piss take on everything all day long. I absolutely was howling out with laughter. There were a couple of scenes where I thought, that's a little bit too close to the bone, dude. But to be fair, this is Sacha Baron Cohen we're talking about, and the dude, as we all know, has freaking balls, and I admire him for the balls that he's got to kind of do these kind of films. Absolutely freaking amazing. Comedy genius, comedy god. My eyeballs for this film are absolutely happy that they've seen it, and they absolutely recommend you to go see The Dictator if you have not seen it whatsoever. Go in with an open mind. Personally, for me, you won't regret it. And at the end of all that, if you've seen The Dictator, do you agree with what I've said? Comment down below. And if you liked this, subscribe, share, like, all of that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters.